What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now today we're going to be checking out some Battlefield 4 gameplay. Got a little bird gameplay, not really the most insane. Obviously, I'm still not that amazing at flying these things, but I'm getting a little bit better over time. The more I practice, obviously the better I'm going to get. But today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 2042, and a very massive issue that will 110% make or break your experience when it comes to this game. Now, a big problem when it comes to all the Call of Duty games, in my personal opinion, are the cheaters. There are tons of cheaters scattered across Warzone, and they actually populate the purchased version of the game as well. Now, I don't really see them too often in 6v6. On the occasion, I will. But if you go to larger game modes, like Ground War, or the Combined Arms game mode, usually you'll see a lot more cheaters in those game modes because, obviously, those game modes have more people, which allows for more kills, and if they have wall hacks and aimbot and stuff like that, they could really rack up probably 2 to 3 times the amount of kills compared to a 6v6 lobby. And honestly, it left me in shock. I was so pissed off back in the day with Modern Warfare Ground War that there's actually multiple commentaries on this channel of me ranting about that exact issue. Cheaters are absolutely everywhere, and they're not penalized correctly. These players are allowed to come back whenever they want, especially when it comes to Warzone, which is a free entry fee. So you can go ahead and ban the same person over and over and over again, but they can always have the option to return if they truly want to, which doesn't solve the issue. You know what I'm saying? There's still going to be cheaters inside your game. And do you want to know why us gamers have to suffer through the horrible experience of dealing with cheaters on the every other day occurrence? Do you want to know why publishers go ahead and make it so easy for individuals to actually return to their game? It's simply because of the money. Nothing more, nothing less. You see, from an average person's viewpoint, it makes sense to ban someone for life if they're going to go ahead and ruin everybody else's experience. On the very rare occurrence, yes, there's going to be people out there. It's a very small percentage of individuals who will support cheaters and say, oh yeah, that's so cool, you're ruining everybody else's games. Oh, hurrah, you're so aw-. No. It's a very small percentage. The mass majority of people are going to be like, oh, they're cheating, ban them for life, keep them away from the game forever. But if you are a publisher, if the main thing that you want out of this video game is money, not fun, you know, you're not publishing this game because you want to have fun with it. You're publishing it because you want a paycheck. So from a business viewpoint, it's stupid to ban someone completely from your game. It's much easier to just give them a slap on the wrist. You know, take away their account, take away their game, but still allow them to repurchase it and play it again a second time. And what a lot of people don't know is that these cheating softwares have a quote-unquote insurance policy, I guess I should say, where basically, if you do get banned, if you do get caught, and you go ahead and repurchase the game, they will basically give you the cheats for free again, if you purchase this, insurance for the cheats. So all these individuals have to do is get banned, they buy the game again, free cheats, get back to the action. Get banned again, buy the game, get the cheats again for free, get back into the action. And every single time they get banned, Activision, or whoever the game is that's banning this individual from whatever game it is making more money, because every time they get banned, they can come back and purchase the game. Activision makes a fat check off of that. Now, when it comes for Battlefield 2042, I'm actually a little bit more confident in the anti-cheat system of this game because they are rumoring that it's going to be a buyback if you get banned. So not only do you have to repurchase the game again, but you also have to pay a fee for cheating in the past time that you got banned, which will hopefully discourage players from wanting to cheat because that's basically double the fee. Instead of paying $60 for the game again, you might be paying, almost $200, $300. Who knows what they're going to actually charge you. If it's a big enough fee, I think it's going to be worth it. If they say, oh, you cheated, you have to pay $1,000 to get back into the game. Do you think people are really going to pay that $1,000? Do you think people are actually going to go through the effort? No, not at all. They'll probably just leave the game, find another game that they enjoy, and leave all the players who are trying to legitimately play Battlefield 2042 completely alone, making our experience 10 times better. But this is the problem. We don't know the actual price of what they're going to have the comeback fee for. They could set it as low as $10 for all we know, 5 cents that these cheaters have to pay to get back into the game, which will do absolutely nothing for us. It's not going to push anybody away. It's just going to keep encouraging cheaters to come back and play in their game. And knowing EA, they don't have a pretty bright past. They're just as bad, probably even worse, than Activision. And even though I do have a lot of hope with EA DICE, and I have full faith that they could produce a very solid Battlefield title, that does not mean that EA is going to keep their stinky little grubby fingers out of the mix. And also knowing that Battlefield 2042 is pretty much double the player count as the previous Battlefield games, you already know cheaters are going to want to play this game. Like I said earlier, like with Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War, you don't really see cheaters in the 6v6 game modes. You see them in the large game modes where there's mass amounts of players scattered around everywhere for the ultimate opportunity to get high frag games. So seeing 120 plus players in a Battlefield game is rare. You don't see that in FPS games at all. You know, Battlefield in the past is what, 64 player cap? You know, Call of Duty was so far, I think, a 32, 34 player cap. I don't know how high it was. That's why the majority of cheaters go to Battle Royales. And you might say, oh, they're just free to play, but PUBG was a paid game, and there's still tons of people cheating in PUBG constantly. And they had to pay for the game. It wasn't free to play. And that's because it's 100 plus people in one lobby. It's a mass populated server. So seeing that you can get that Battle Royale player count in a respawn game mode, that is enough of an encouragement to get any cheater to hop on board the Battlefield 2042 hype train. And also on this tweet right here by the Tactic Brit, I didn't read the rest of it, obviously. I just wanted to read the beginning part just to talk about that a little bit. But he went ahead and said, but how about we start off on a strong foot and knock down these sites offering pre-orders. Now I'm going to show you guys this image here. He went ahead and found so many different sites offering pre-orders so you can buy ahead on cheats to go in to Battlefield 2042. This is also a problem that I've been discussing in past commentaries about Activision and how they should handle, you know, with Warzone and stuff like that. They can't just have a good anti-cheat system. At the end of the day, they have to go for the main source, the people who are developing and selling these cheats. EA can do whatever they want in their power to try to remove cheaters from their game. But at the end of the day, as long as the cheats are being sold, people are going to be cheating in their game. Now, there is one amazing way around this, and that's just permabanning them. Completely hardware banning the individual who is cheating. That's what they do in Fortnite, and honestly, my personal opinion, I think that works out great. I know it's a little cruel, and, you know, it keeps people away from the game, and also, you know, the publishers of whatever the game is going to, you know, lose out on a ton of money if they permaban someone completely so they can never play the game again. They won't have any more money from them, but from the overall experience, and you can tell by the success of Fortnite, you can see how many players they have attained, how much hype they have over the years, and how it's still populated after all these years. And I mean, it still doesn't have the same hype as it did day one, but still, I mean, come on now. For a game that's that old, it's still carrying its name pretty well. But sadly, a publisher like EA would never in a million years put in a anti-cheat like that where someone would get permabanned. They can't sacrifice the money. They need every last dollar bill. So like I said, the next best thing here that we would have to do, just like in this tweet that the Tactic Brit put out, is we have to take down the websites and the people, the companies, the corporations that are making millions of dollars. They're driving Lamborghinis, for Christ's sakes. These people are designing hacks and making billions of dollars, and they're allowed to do so. EA, Activision, whatever publisher out there, it doesn't matter who you are, you need to take action to this. You guys have to put your foot down and stop it completely. Yes, it's going to take a lot of time to settle out a bunch of lawsuits over these different corporations. It's going to take ages and probably a decent amount of money. But, like I said, it's not an individual person who's filing these lawsuits. No, it's a massive corporation like EA that brings in millions of billions of dollars. And their main source is video games. You know, it's not like just some random guy who runs like a fast food chain is coming in and saying, oh yeah, I need to bump up my anti-cheater a little bit or take down these anti-cheat companies. No, it's not like that. It's a major gaming corporation where their main point of sales is making video games that people are supposed to enjoy. You would think that these publishers would want to make sure that their main selling point is good for the consumers and that people will enjoy it. But sadly not, because more than likely, they're not going to take any action to any of these websites. Any of these companies that are pushing out any of these cheats, they're going to allow it to happen. And I guarantee that the fee that they're going to charge these individuals who do get caught cheating is not going to be high at all. Again, like, I could see it actually being an effective measure of anti-cheat if they charge a, like, fat portion of money, like $500+ to get back into your game after cheating, and they might make some decent money off that because some people might do it, but it's very unlikely. More people will probably leave the game, which is good for, you know, the mass majority of people who want to enjoy Battlefield 2042, but for EA, they'll be losing out on cash, and they don't like stuff like that. But guys, do me a massive favor, make sure you go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below. Do you guys think that this is going to be a massive problem? Do you think cheaters are going to be rampant in Battlefield 2042? Or do you think we're going to have a pretty good anti-cheat and it's not going to be that big of a problem? But guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. If you say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both of those links are down in the description. And last but not least, if you want to catch me live streams of video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.